it's safe to say at this point that Jade and Chris have gotten back together. And let me tell you all the reasons why. Because she went live like 3 weeks ago. I covered the live where she was live from Chris's TikTok account and she revealed they're no longer getting divorced. And then she posted some pictures from a recent Disney trip that her and Chris made, and it was their son's first time at Disney. And when she posted all these photos, the very first photo in all the photos was a picture of her and Chris, and it was a bunch of family photos. And I can understand like maybe being separated from someone and wanting to still take family pictures. Like I can see maybe doing that for like a picture or two, but every single picture she made sure Chris was in it. Like if I was her, I would make sure Chris is my photographer or something. But obviously they're taking all these family pictures, and the very first picture you pick as your cover picture was a picture of her and Chris. So I'm like, okay, you intentionally picked that as your cover picture, so it's like you want people to see that you and Chris are back together. That's what it's giving to me, and that's what it was giving to a lot of people in the comments, because a lot of people in the comments were really confused. Someone said, I'm confused, and Jade said, we all are. And someone said, girl, you're like Janelle. And Jade responded and said, no, I'm more like Amber. And I think they said Janelle because Janelle has a history of notoriously going back to her exes. And someone said, what the F? How did I miss you two getting back together? And other people were like, I'm glad you're working it out and doing what's best for them. And that's what I'm saying. So many people are confused because she went from calling him a bitch, a loser, and now suddenly they're back together. And a lot of people are asking Jade, whatever happened to Methany, you know, the girl that she got arrested over because this girl was dating Chris, and this girl got a restraining order on Jade because Jade wouldn't leave her alone. She ended up showing up at Chris's house at like 11 o'clock at night and dropped off the baby and saw Felicia was there and started cussing her out, and Felicia called the cops and had her arrested. And I kind of knew back then that she still had a thing for Chris, because just how much she was bringing Chris up and dragging him and cussing him out and just still really involved with what was going on in his life. You could tell that he was renting space in her head at the time. And the fact that she dropped the kid off at 11 o'clock at night, like kids are usually asleep by then or ready to go to bed. So it's like, okay, why'd you show up to Chris's house with your makeup and your hair all done at 11 o'clock at night, then got mad when another girl was there? To me, it came off like, okay, yeah, you were hoping to spend some time with Chris. So between her doing that and her posting all these voicemails from Chris to him calling her and crying, it was very obvious to me that both of them were still pretty in love with each other. And people were commenting saying, you're not back with him, are you? I support healthy co-parenting if it is what it is. And someone was like, what? Wasn't he with some other chick and kicked you out of your house and took your truck? Like, girl, you're way too gorgeous for him. And then someone else said, but does he know that we hate him? And someone else was like, girl, what? What the helly? I need the tea. I guess he stopped being a little bitch. No one can judge you if you're with him or not. That's your life. But I'm just glad that he's there for the baby. And someone else posted a clown emoji. And now Jade and Chris are selling their home in Naples, Florida. So Jade and Chris both posted pictures and videos of the house they have for sale. I believe it's a 4-bedroom. It's either a 3 or 4-bedroom house. But the thing is, Chris, when he bought the house, well, I guess Jade bought it with Chris's money. I can't remember the exact price, but it was like $400,000 or $500,000. And now they're trying to sell the house for like $800 and something thousand. And I know they did like some nice renovations to it, but damn, like I know like the housing market, if you bought a house 5-10 years ago, most of the value is gonna go up, especially when you update it. But damn, I don't know if it's worth damn near $1 million. I would say maybe 600,000 tops, maybe 650, 700,000. No, 700,000 seems like too much. Maybe 650,000 tops. So I'm curious to see if they end up selling it, but it has been on the market, I know, for at least a few weeks now, and they haven't sold it yet. And someone said, oh, y'all moving because of his side piece staying there. And Jade said, no, she's back at her trap house. And someone said, why are you moving? It's a beautiful place. And Jade said, it's a nice home, a lot of good memories, but it's time for a change. And someone asked her in the comments, I screenshot it, but now I can't find the screenshot. They asked her if she was going to be staying in Florida, and she said no. So I wonder where she plans to move now. I wonder if she's moving out of Florida because her family probably don't really mess with Chris. So now she's like, okay, I have no reason to stay in Florida. I know Chris's family's from South Dakota, but I know she doesn't like Chris's family. She was dragging Chris's mom whenever they split up, saying like Chris's mom is his biggest enabler and the reason why he is the way he is. So I don't see her being willing to move back to South Dakota next by Chris's mom and family. So I'm very curious where they plan to go from here. And then Chris posted my wife's first jambalaya, and he's been posting these meals that she's been cooking for him. So to me, it's very obvious in my personal opinion that these two are back together. They're living back together. She's cooking for him. They're selling their home. They're moving into a new place together. Then last but not least, Jade has some merch with her mugshot on it. It kind of reminds me of like Jocelyn Hernandez when she got arrested and she ended up turning around and capitalizing off of it by making t-shirts with her mugshot and selling them. Well, that's what Jade's doing here. She has her mugshot from her arrest when she was arrested for violating her restraining order with Felicia, Chris's ex-girlfriend, and now she's turning around and selling those t-shirts with the hashtag, well, not the hashtag, the caption, Free Jada Lewis. And she, or is it Jada Lou or is it Jada Lewis? I guess it's Jada Lou, how that's spelled. I don't know how to say her username she goes by. But yeah, she's selling those shirts, and she even gifted her dad one of them. Her dad opened up a gift. He was all excited to find out it's a t-shirt with her mugshot on it. My dad, he's not alive anymore, rest in peace. But if he was, if I had a mugshot, let alone gave him a t-shirt with a mugshot on it, he would burn that shit and kick my ass. But he seemed like one proud father. He put the shirt on, he was rocking it. I wonder if he plans on rocking it outside the house. I mean, I'll give it to her. It's a good mugshot. It's one of the better mugshots that I've seen out of all the people on the show. But I don't know if that's something that you want to flex and stuff like that. Every time I would be seeing that mugshot, if that was her, I'd be getting PTSD and getting a little mad at my husband who got me arrested that night. Like, you're going to go from looking at that mugshot to looking at Chris across the room and just remembering having flashbacks and having PTSD of what happened that night. Because at the end of the day, he was kind of the one that helped get her arrested by being with that girl and having that girl call the police. But that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about them getting back together. Are you guys surprised? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.